also hold your graduates by the hand? For instance, if they apply to a certain job, they got accepted and they have troubles at the workspace, would you then give them consultations? Would you try to?
So we're relatively young. We've been here for 3 years, so it's nice to see our first students become, more and more senior. Once a student, always a student. We'll do anything for them. We haven't had too many cases of that, but in some cases we have helped a student get a second job on top of the first one. And we're there for them. They just have to contact us. We'll help in any way. In the future, once we get more students, maybe we can do, a part 2 boot camp for them. But again, it's a question of volume and numbers and demand.
With so many students graduated, you probably already have a community built up around Propulsion Academy as well as on social media. What are the regular events you have at Propulsion?
Now it's so nice to have an alumni network. We have to find ways to engage them. That's our resolution for 2020. But the way that what we do to make sure that we see them several times a year is at every cohort at the end of 12 weeks, we do final projects. So everything that they've learned, they turn into building something to show to the audience.
Let's talk more about these final projects and about these events. Are they free for public? Anybody can join?
Absolutely. The event is free itself, and so is the apéro at the end.
And what is the final project? What exactly to expect?
So it's 3 weeks. So the last 3 weeks of every program. It's great. These students for both programs have learned a lot, but they need to apply it. That's what we sell ourselves on: practical, project-based oriented education. So we rely on companies for that. We reach out to companies and say, hey, listen, we have these great students. They can work on a project for you. Give us a project. Give us a data set. So we determine the specifications before, as the students get ready for these last 3 weeks. We put students in teams, whether it be full stack or data science, and we give them these company projects with clear objectives. And for 3 weeks, night and day, they're going to try to put together as much as possible of a workable prototype. We, of course, supervise it, which is great because our team kind of sticks their nose into it and makes sure that they have something to present. And then on the evening of the last day of the program, at Technopark, we get a big room, and then they present their final projects to the audience. And it's quite a magical event to see what they can put together in such a short amount of time.
Can you give us an example of a final project?
Absolutely. I'll give you, a recent one. So 3 students from our last program, they put together a restaurant app. As you know, in Switzerland, everybody goes to lunch at the same time. They go to dinner at the same time. It's quite chaotic for the restaurant. Yeah. So they put together this app for restaurants to entice people, restaurant goers, to go in off-peak hours and get a discount for it. And I thought that was a pretty cool prototype. I don't know what's going to happen with it now, but they put it together in 3 weeks. So it was fully functional. It looked really great. They had some sample restaurants. They had the discount code. That's on the full stack side. On the data science side, it's again about data sets, trying to predict things. We did a project with Swiss International Airlines. That was really cool because there's a wind that comes through the airport. You can't really predict it, and it can delay air traffic. And based on that data, you come to conclusions to predict when the wind comes and tell the airlines so they can get ready for it, the airport as well, not have to cause delays.